Hello everyone and welcome to your 10-minute hip mobility class. I'm so happy to be with you here today again. My name is Manny and I'll lead you through class. This is going to be a great class for anyone who has tight hips or a tight lower back. You will need a chair with you, and if you want to have a mat, if you want to be barefoot, whatever feels most comfortable. Remember to listen to your body. You can take breaks and modifications wherever needed, and I'll guide you through those as well. All right, let's go ahead and get started. You're standing with your feet hips distance apart. There's going to be a slight bend in your knees, and we're going to bring our hands onto our pelvis. Now, just moving the pelvis here, begin to rock the pelvis forward toward the toes, and then back towards your heels. So a little pelvic tilt forward, and a little pelvic tilt back. We're starting with this pelvic warm-up. That's it. Tilting the pelvis forward and back, learning how to isolate the pelvis here, and it also starts to open up the lower back as you do this. Forward and back. Keep this going for 4, good, and 3, and 2. Last one here, good work. All right, come to the center. Now, we went in the forward and back motion. Now we're gonna go side to side. Go ahead and send your hips over to the right, and then send your hips over to the left. So notice how one knee straighten, one knee bends every time you do this. So straighten the right when you send the hips to the right, straighten the left when you send the hips to the left. There you go. It also feels like a little dance move, so you know, you can feel a little sassy with it. And switch, and switch. Keep that going. All right, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Come to center. Again, keeping your knees slightly bent. Now we're going to find all the planes and range of motion here with a figure 8. Go ahead and start with your right hip. Send your right hip forward and around to the back, and then send your left hip forward and around to the back. There you go. Nice. So you're making a figure 8 with your hips. And we're just finding a little more mobility in those hips here, letting them move in all the directions. Good. That's it. And around to the right and around to the left. One more. Around to the right and around to the left. Now let's reverse that. Send your right hip back and around to the front, and then left back and around to the front. There you go. So we're reversing that figure 8. For some reason, the reverse in figure 8 always feels a little awkward, but just keep moving those hips and around. And around. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Come to center. Stand near your chair. We're going to hold on to the chair with your left hand. Right hand is on your hip, and I want you to bend that right leg and pick up that right foot just like this. Keep the knee heavy, pointing down towards the ground, and we're going to start with a little knee swing here. Begin to swing your knee forward and back just like this. You decide how big or how small you want to do this, keeping that leg bent, but we're just trying to release the hip here. So feel that thigh nice and heavy to help release that hip. Keep that going. 4, 3, good, 2, 1. Same idea, side to side. You're going to swing to the right, cross over to the left. Swing to the right, cross over to the left. You can go a little slower than me if you'd like. And it's just lightly swinging that knee. There you go. Good. Keep it going. 4 and 3. Just getting some movement in there. 2 and 1. Nice work. Come to center. Shake that out. And let's walk around to the other side. So now your right hand is on your chair. Left hand is on your hip. Bend that left knee. Pick up that left foot. Let's start with our knee swings. Forward and back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good. Remember that thigh is nice and heavy, so we release in that hip joint. Continue for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Side to side. Open to the left. Cross over to the right. Open and close. That's it. Keep that range of motion. Let's continue. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring that foot down. Shake that out. All right. Have a seat on your chair. Seated on your chair here, hands are going to come to the side of your chair. You're going to scoot forward towards the front edge of the chair. And we're going to open the feet wider than the hips here. So nice wide stance. Hands are helping you sit up nice and tall. We're going to start with knee swings. Let's go ahead and swing your knees to the right and then swing your knees to the left. And notice every time you swing the knees, one knee drops down towards the ground. So right knee drops down and then the left knee drops down. Good, keep that going. Right knee and left knee. Letting those knees guide the movement and feel that rotation, that inner rotation into the hip. 4 more. 4, 3, good. 2, and 1. Come back to center, and let's swing both legs over to your right. So you're sitting sideways on your chair, just like this. You're going to bring your right hand to the back of your chair to hold you there. Split the legs open. Now your right foot's down on the floor. You're going to send that left leg back behind you, and that left knee is pointing down towards the ground. From here, square off your shoulders and hips to face that right side, and let's reach our left arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Breathing here, you're going to already start to feel an opening and a stretch in the front of that left hip. You're going to take an inhale, reach that left arm over and sideways to the right. And then come back to center, open that arm out. Again, inhale, reach up and over and stretch to the right. Feel that deep in the stretch in the hip. And inhale, come up and open. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up and over and stretch. And exhale to come back to center. Now place your left hand on your hip, and let's go ahead and push that left heel back as much as you can to just straighten the leg slightly. Straightening the leg maybe about 50% of the way. Feel that stretch deepen. Hold for 2 and 1. Bring that knee forward. Good work. Let's bring your knees to the front and swing around to the left. Now your left hand is hugging the back of the chair. Split those legs open and bring your right foot back so that that right knee points to the ground. All right, let's lift that right arm up towards the ceiling. Square off those hips and shoulders. Take a moment to feel this position here. Feel that stretch already happen in the front of the right hip. And let's take our side bend. Inhale, reach up and over to the left. And then exhale, come on up and open that right arm out. Good. Again, inhale to lift and stretch over to the left. And exhale to come up and open to the right. We have this one more time. Reach on up and stretch over to the left. And come on in and open that right arm, hand on your hip. Push through that right heel and try to straighten the leg about 50% of the way. Feel that stretch deepen. Breathing there. 3, 2, 1. Okay, very good. Bring that right foot forward and let's face the front once again. Scooch forward towards the edge of your chair and let's bring that right ankle across the left thigh. Seated figure 4 stretch. This is option A. If this is not available for you today, just cross the ankles and you can let that right knee fall open. Then from here, hands on your chair, lengthen the spine, and take a gentle hinge at the hips, leaning forward towards that leg. And you're breathing here for 5, 4, feel that deep stretch in the glute. 3, 2, and 1. Sit up nice and tall, and let's release that right leg, shake it out. Other side, left ankle across your right thigh. Use those hands, sit up nice and tall. Remember your modification, crossing at the ankles. And here we go. Exhale, leaning forward, just about 2 inches or so. You don't have to move much to feel that deep stretch. Holding here for 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Come back to the center and bring that foot down. Shake that out. All right, feet in line with the hips. Arms are down by your sides. Let's start our cool down here. You're gonna take a nice big inhale. Reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Good. From here, let's hold the hands together. Clasp the hands together. Reach up and over to your right. Feel that lovely deep stretch along the whole left side of the body. And reach up and over to your left. Stretching the right side of the body. Good. We're going to come back to center. Let the hands go. Flip the palms to face outward. Press those arms down. Chin in toward your chest. And on an exhale, leading with the head, gently begin to roll down toward your thighs. And then you're going to catch yourself, hands on your thighs, as you let the head hang heavy towards the feet. Take a breath there. Feel that stretch in the spine, in the back. And then press through those hands and feet. Gently roll on up through the spine to sit up nice and tall. Head is the last thing to come up. And release those arms. We are all done. Great work, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully your lower back and your hips feel a little looser. And I'll see you next time.